Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Performance Talks. Today, we are really happy to have Anshuk Aggarwal, a close friend and the co-founder of AdYogi, with us, and we'll be discussing about how performance was driven in the year 2023, what all were the learnings, and some other conversations that we'll have through the chat that we have lined up. So, over to you, Anshuk, with the obvious one. Just tell everybody a bit about AdYogi and how you founded it and what's your journey been like.
Thanks, Gaurav. Very happy to be part of the performance talks today. I'm one of the co-founders of AdYogi. Started in 2015. Those were actually the early days of e-commerce in India. We had online first brands starting to set up their first stores. I myself came from a non-performance marketing and e-commerce background, but I realized the immense opportunity which lies in this space. There was the entire economy was opening up to e-commerce. So we've been working with brands over the last 7-8 years now, working very closely with Meta platforms over the last 6 to 7 years. And I've really seen the ecosystem shape up over the last many years.
As a follow-up to that, Anshuk, in the year 2023, again, perhaps a landmark year in the journey of AdYogi, what have been your big learnings around performance marketing and how performance is shaped up in the year 2023 for you?
2023 has actually been a very exciting year for us. We saw a lot of stuff happening even with Meta as a partner. I'll probably talk about two of the things which we have been very excited about this year. One of them is Advantage Plus campaigns, which is basically the use of AI in making marketing more impactful. So there was this very interesting incident. I was sitting with a client in Mumbai. She sells premium handbags. She has a store in South Bombay. And I was having this conversation with her saying that, look, I believe that we can expand the store and we can start selling across the entire country. So she never believed that she has customers outside of South Bombay. The only thing she could let us do is, okay, why don't you sell it in Delhi, maybe a few other metro cities? And this was early part of 2023. Thankfully, Advantage Plus came to our rescue. So we set up Advantage Plus campaigns for her. And fortunately or unfortunately, there weren't a lot of location, I would say, options in Advantage Plus. So we actually ran it all India. And she was like super surprised to see customers coming from tier 2, tier 3 cities in India. And so Advantage Plus, in a way, helped us find customers which she didn't know existed, right?
Wow.
And I tell this to all my clients also that, look, while you may have certain biases regarding who your customers are, but let AI and data decide, and they may find customers you don't know exist.
Yeah.
So
That's a fascinating story. What else is exciting you about performance marketing in the year 2023, Anshuk?
I think 2023, we also saw video come into the front face. I know we've been talking about video for many years now, but I remember this distinct conversation. It was an event of Meta, in fact, which I attended somewhere in the first quarter of 2023. And I got to know that there are like 200 billion reels getting watched globally every single day. And I never really thought before that event that reels was so powerful. And to think of it, there are like roughly 2 billion people active on Instagram. That means on an average, everybody is watching 100 reels per day globally. And post that, I have actually discussed this in many of the client meetings. And every time I've brought it up, I've seen that surprise in the owner's face. And they have really realized how powerful reels can be. In fact, one of the analogy which I learned in that day also is they compared reels to radio. So we said that, look, reels is as powerful, if not more powerful than radio of 1980s. And maybe as powerful as TV of 2000, early 2000s. And that's what I tell to all my clients, right? If you're not on Reels today, you're actually missing out a massive opportunity.
Yeah. Anshuk, if you look at the year 2024, after a landmark 2023, as we keep talking about, what do you feel is exciting you as you get into the year?
So 2024, we are in fact super excited to enter 2024. I've been interacting with a lot of brands lately, asking them about what their aspirations for 2024 are. Number one is, I think we are hungry for growth. We have seen all our owners talking about like 30, 40, 50% growth in 24. And when they say hungry for growth, they also are more, I would say, crisp in where they want to see growth. It's not just getting any growth. Like, I'll give you a few themes around it, right? Many of our brands are looking to grow in new geographies, right? And that's the cross-border theme in India, which is really picking up. We have seen some amazing success stories of ethnic wear brands launching in the North American geographies and doing very well for them. We've also seen brands growing on marketplaces. So, like for example, we've seen some interest in collab ads where brands are saying we can now run ads on Meta ecosystem
Yeah.
and divert traffic to marketplaces like Myntra. We've also seen brands talking about how they can leverage platforms to drive footfall to their store. And now I know with Conversions API, it's possible to actually measure the footfall which you're getting in the store. So a lot of talks are around growth, growing new geographies, growing new platforms, growing new channels. And that's what I'm super excited about.
Fascinating. And I know how much you love technology and data, Anshuk. So from your perspective, what is exciting you as you get into 2024 in terms of the product roadmaps that you are aware of?
Absolutely. So, measurements is something which I've been always very fond of because that's how we believe we have created an edge at AdYogi. We always believe in the power of data. And in fact, just very recently, early this month, we attended this boot camp of Robin. And Robin is an open source MMM which Meta recently rolled out. What we were really excited about is you can actually use Robin, if implemented well, to answer some of the most difficult questions of marketing. I've always had brands ask me, how do you measure the impact of your mid-funnel campaign? Are you spending the right amount of budget on your mid-funnel campaigns on Meta? We get these questions like, is Meta helping us drive sales on our marketplaces? And we've never been able to concretely answer that. With Robin, I am hopeful that it's for the first time we can actually implement this for a lot of our large brands and see the impact of which channels are contributing how much to your revenue and be able to more analytically reason out how much should you be spending on any of your funnels.
Yeah.
So really looking forward to Robin as one of the things we want to experiment in 2024.
On that note, thank you so much, Anshuk. And I think if we answer that, we've answered the holy grail of media and marketing, so to say. So it was fascinating to have you over as usual. Looking forward to a great 2024. And with that, I would like to say let's keep partnering and getting to greater heights as a partnership into 2024, Anshuk. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. Super excited for 24 and always being grateful for Meta for the partnership.
Pleasure is entirely ours.
Thank you.